Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. Today, we're going to do a podcast on the DVD of a film that I'm not a big fan of. And saying I'm not a big fan of it is an understatement. Like, my opinion on this movie is so low, it's borderline controversial. Like, I prefer Shark Tale over this film.
Oh boy.
We're talking about the DVD of freaking Madagascar. Why?
Yeah.
Because even though I strongly dislike the film, and again, that's literally an understatement, the DVD does look kind of fun, so I'm going to type down the supplements, as you know, and Duke's going to read them.
Yeah.
In private chat.
So the first thing we get for all of the DreamWorks films since Shrek 2 is the DreamWorks animation logo. You get a beautiful chorus in the background, and it starts in the clouds, and a boy letting go of the balloons that literally pops up the words of the logo. You get a very silent coming soon to theaters logo bumper. Even though I do kind of like the Disney one a little bit more because of the music and the voiceover, but still. The first preview we get is a behind the scenes or preview for DreamWorks' next animated film, Over the Hedge, hosted by Hammy the Squirrel and his voiceover and his voice actor, Steve Carell. Who would have thought? So throughout the film, or behind a sneak peek, Steve is showcasing us the plot of the film and showing us a lot of behind the scenes, featuring Bruce Willis, who some people may know him in Die Hard.
And Pulp Fiction. And of course, a movie I actually recommended to Duke, and he watched it and he liked it.
True.
That's right, guys. The Fifth Element. Wait, why would you guys guess the Fifth Element anyway?
Yeah. The next bumper is coming soon to DVD. Again, would have looked. I do like Disney a little bit more because of the nostalgia, but anyway.
Notifications.
The second to last preview is the theatrical trailer for Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which, of course, it is the duo's first theatrical film to be released. And for some reason, though, the preview starts off with some kind of background music from Chicken Run. It makes sense because it basically shows a little bit of footage of the movie. I mean, it is made by the same people anyway, so that's a coincidence. Next up is a promo for Dolby Digital, with everyone's favorite monkey, Curious George. You may think it's a preview for his upcoming theatrical movie from 2006 starring Will Ferrell, but it's not. Because it's actually a preview for, like I said, Dolby Digital. And the last thing we get is the DVD menu for Madagascar. The first thing we get is the title of the movie before it gets not exactly crushed, but a gentle kind of splat as crates fall in, into showing us all the contents that we get here. There are also there's like two versions of the DVD menu for Madagascar as far as variations go. One version has basically just has, if I can show one without the ads popping up, there was one version that basically has, you only just get play movie, DWK, audio setup, special features, subtitles, and scene index. But the secondary version is you also get a little bit of a selection for the new a little bit of a shorts starring the penguins, and it's the penguins in a Christmas caper. And if you just stand in the menu doing nothing, you just get some voiceover from Ben Stiller, Chris Rock, David Schwimmer, and Jada Pinkett Smith. But they're just archived from the movie. It's not like, it's not like Shrek 2, if I could call it that, or anything. And the FBI, we get an FBI anti-piracy screen, aka the same thing I seen from the same thing I would always see in Disney. Anyway, but okay. And of course, we get a full screen format disclaimer. If you get the full screen DVD, of course. But if you just get the widescreen, it just doesn't show format because it just basically fits to your TV. But full screen, most likely you're just going to get a disclaimer. And then the actual movie starts. But what does it start off with? Some orchestra music? I mean, it is a variation. I was like, but of course I was like, what's that music in the background? But wait, I know what that was. It starts off with, no, not the Lion King, but Dream Sequence from Marty. But anyway. It's still fun. Only nitpick, but I think the Penguins are so fun and more enjoyable that they would later then get their TV show and their own movie.
Yeah, in my honest opinion, the Penguins are the only good thing about the first two films.
If you don't count Makunga in the second one, we don't.
We really don't. He's the worst character in the whole. And
he's basically trying to be like Scar if he's without a scar. Anyway.
Yeah, you're hearing this from someone who does not like Madagascar at all. The first two films, anyway. Even then, I will admit the worst character is definitely him. Now, why did I say the first two films? Because I have a soft spot for the third film. So. And of course, I like all the media, with the penguins in them because they're funny. Yeah. I grew up with the Penguins of Madagascar show on Nickelodeon more than I did this film. Anyway, next supplement.
We're back to the DVD menu screen after the movie. Once again.
Next up is something related to Madagascar that I actually like, aside from the third film. Because, like I said, I have a soft spot for the third film. Why? Well, the Penguins, obviously, but also because it has the best villain, and I really love the Three Horses, so. Anyway.
And everyone's favorite special is Madagascar Penguins in a Christmas Caper. A very funny, and I kid you not, a funny action-packed adventure of starring the Penguins, which, in my own eyes, is set shortly before the events of the film happened. A very fun-looking short.
That could be a possibility, yeah.
My personal favorite was when Rico literally got two sushi chef knives, to carve carve a cube of ice, or carve ice into a tree. Like, huh? You don't do that in your real life.
Cartoon logic, guys.
It's all fun and games until Mr. Chu comes along.
Oh, God.
And also, people may be wondering, whatever happened to Makunga in Madagascar 2? Well, for what I've been hearing, the director confirmed that Nana brought him back to New York in a kitty cage, and I'm assuming that Mr. Chu is probably torment Makunga even more.
Well, he deserves it.
Literally, because he's literally like Scar, even only that he doesn't have scars. He doesn't have a scar in the side of his eye, and doesn't have hyenas as his own henchmen. Like I said, yeah, the Penguin special is like literally fun. It's kind of funny to see, though, to see that Nana's like literally oblivious to the chaos the Penguins were doing because she's literally focusing on a football game or soccer. I don't know.
She blames her. And she blames her dog in the end.
She literally blamed it. She literally blamed the dog, thinking that, okay, maybe the dog did it, but she doesn't know that the penguins were there. Oh, it's like Toy Story, only that the humans don't find out the noise yet.
Oh, wait. I literally typed down the next element while you were. I thought you were done, so I literally went ahead.
Yeah.
And typed it.
And of course, we're back to the DVD menu once again for the second time, third time, I mean, or I was about to say second, but third, yeah. The next thing we get from previews from the next up we get from the DVD is the previews for the movie. And that stuff is the now available on DVD logo. But what do we get? We get Shrek 2 on DVD, even though, like I said, even though it's already out. And the next up is Shark Tale, even though, like what Jack mentioned, it's one of the films that he preferred a little bit more than what we're discussing right now. And the last preview we get is Kicking and Screaming. With Will Ferrell. I never knew he was in there. Even though I haven't really seen Kicking and Screaming.
And that's all the supplements, guys. You know, I did used to love Madagascar back then. Until I saw The Wild.
Is it weird for me to say that The Wild wasn't exactly a copycat of Madagascar?
Right. Like, it was literally in production first. The Wild was in production first. It's just so happened that Madagascar came out first. Cheater.
Yeah, I mean, people do say The Wild is like Madagascar, only except there's no Fusas, and we only at least get one female protagonist that isn't a hippopotamus.
Yeah, instead she's a giraffe. And
there's no penguins, unfortunately, because we barely have penguins, but they're not in they're not during the film anyway.
And yeah. What else am I trying to say? So yeah, guys, like I said, I used to love Madagascar. That's why I saw The Wild. I started preferring The Wild. Then the more I started thinking about it, Madagascar is close to being my least favorite DreamWorks film. Close. Because trolls exist.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me of trolls. I mean, I only liked the first one until a certain spoiled man-child came along, which shall not be named because we don't talk about him here.
Right. But yeah, like I said, I only like the third movie. Even then, it's nowhere near my favorite DreamWorks film. That credit goes to Shrek. I also like all the stuff related to the penguins because, like I said, they're the only enjoyable part of the first two films, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion, guys. I know I am gonna get a crap ton of scrutiny for saying this. Like, I'm just setting myself up for scrutiny at this point. You know?
Yep.
Sorry about that. Anyway. But yeah, that's it for this podcast, guys. If you like Madagascar, that's absolutely fine with me. Just don't bash my opinion and don't call me the worst person ever. Because I prefer the wild. Like, come on. Like, it's just my opinion. So yeah. I think next time we should do a podcast on the Wall-E DVD.
Yeah.
Maybe The Incredibles. Anyway. So yeah, we'll see you all next time, guys.